What's up? We're back. So this is going to be phase 1 of the Aprilia build. Let's get started. All right, so I have not actually touched this thing since I bought it. I didn't register it, didn't bother. It's never going to be ridden on the street. Got a lot of stuff to do to it, but this is how it came from the dealer. Oof, yes, I did buy it from a dealership. It's got Rosso Corsa 2s. They're garbage. I don't like Rossos, but that's just me. The chain is also absolutely filthy. It's like it's never been cleaned. Yeah, if you can see that. It's just disgusting, you know. It's not rusting, so that's good. The bike only has like 3,000 miles on it. I did buy it used, but you know, the good news is that it did come with some things, you know, like the spools. It's got the fender eliminator. Not that that really matters for our purposes, but what else? SCW? I don't know if these are Amazon levers, but I mean, they look to be decent quality. I don't know. Somebody tell me if these are a reputable brand, whatever they are. I've never MZS. Yeah, who knows? I'm probably gonna keep them though. They're okay. I don't have a problem. So the only thing I have done, sorry for walking around so much, I'm like trying to collect my thoughts here, is I did switch the linkage to GP shift. So you can see my little marking there where I was messing with it, but I did flip it. So it was down here, now it's up here. And that's like pretty much the basics for doing GP shift. Now, is this gonna work with the stock shifter? I have no idea. I don't know if I'm gonna need an up map or something. I did get in contact with an Aprilia dealership, so we'll be taking the bike there if I have to, but I'm hoping that the ECU has been flashed. We'll see. And the last thing that's been done to this bike is it has a MIV exhaust. It sounds okay. Also gonna keep it. I think it's all right. It's not like a toast or anything. If it was a toast, I'd throw that shit away immediately, but I think this right here is what we need to change. Well, it works. I don't know. I need to research that a little more. It's a new day, and we finally have the first couple of boxes for the Aprilia. So, let's get into it. All right, wow, this stuff is very well made. So these are GB racing covers. I think I'm gonna skip the whole, what are these damn things called? Frame sliders? Yeah, that's right. Yeah, I'm starting to forget everything I know. It's been a long day, but I think I'm gonna forego the frame sliders and just do the engine protection. Sorry for the squeaky shoes, by the way, they got wet, but oh, this thing's kind of dirty. I need to clean it up, especially that chain. But I'm gonna forego the frame sliders just because, you know, if you crash and you hit the dirt, I don't want the bike to tumble and flip. I'd rather it just kind of slide. But yeah, maybe we'll do them later. We'll see. I don't know. But for now, we're gonna do the engine protection and we're gonna delete the mirrors. All right, so to get these off, 2.5 hex, 2.5 hex, and then on both sides you got a Phillips head right there, and I'm pretty sure we're gonna have to unplug the turn signals, and this should be it. So it should be pretty simple. do the other side without boring you guys half to death. Ooh, ooh. Too easy. All right, fairly simple. They're out. And now we can get to these two 10mm bolts right here. Is this gonna fit? Yes. Oh wow, that was kind of loose. That's not good. That one's a little tighter. Cool. What's this side gonna be like? Oh yeah. God, I love tearing apart perfectly good bikes and making them not that. Awesome. What the fuck? Oh, dude, there's no nut on that side. That's crazy. Okay, before you guys try to pull these off, make sure you unplug the turn signals. I almost forgot to do that. But they're coming off now. Alright, so I already got the other side off. Let's get this side off. I want to show you guys how this comes off with the plug, because it's kind of genius. This side only has one nut. That's fucking crazy. Okay, so just lift it up. Find the plug. It doesn't come out this way. You got to do it the other way. But it just oh, I did have it right. It just perfectly fits through in only one orientation. Come on now. How is the other side so easy and this side's not? There we go. Just like that. Let's clean this up a little bit. Oh, it's got some lines on it. Mwah, beautiful. Okay, it's a new day. I got pulled away, but I did finish up with the mirror deletes. These are okay. I feel like they move around a lot, but you know, it's a temporary thing until we get track fairings on this bike. So anyways, I have the fairing pulled off on this side, sitting right there, and I found a scratch on it, so not cool, dude. But I don't believe we need to pull the fairing off on this side. It's only this cover here that the GB is going to cover up, so I cut the work about in half. But yeah, kind of a pain to get the fairing off, but you can figure it out. It's not hard. It's just, well, it's these bolts here, a whole lot of hex bits, and then there's a couple of these screws that are Torx, which I couldn't see under there, so I used a hex to get them off, which isn't good, but just so you're aware. But anyways, I'm gonna start opening these up and putting them on. We're gonna do this one last because it's gonna spill coolant everywhere. So we'll do the easy ones first, which is the big ones, and then we'll tackle this last when I figure out what to drain it into. All right, so there's 4 bolts we need to remove here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Should be easy enough. Cool. These are 8 mils as well. Should be a fairly quick and easy. Where's my 8 mil? I knew I had it. Let's put this sucker on there. Man, that looks nice. Very nice, very nice. Shortest one's gonna go down here. I guess let's try it. I guess as long as it bottoms out, you know. But the instructions aren't exactly too clear, and all the bolts are different lengths, so it's a little chaotic. But I'm gonna try the longest one here, I guess. I'm no expert. I'm just a guy in his garage touching things he probably shouldn't. Let's see where we're at. So 12 millimeters, yeah, seems a little light, but whatever. One side down, one more to go. All right, other side. Starting with the big one, water pump will be last. Once I loosen those bolts, it's gonna start dumping coolant. So I gotta be quick with it, so I just kinda want everything else done and then we'll get to it. Same deal on this side. Pinch it. Ooh, GoPro died, but this one's done. Looking good. Sweet. Now for the pain in the ass is this. You gotta take the bolts out in the order. So you gotta take the top one out first. That's bolt 1, and then bolt 3. This one right here. And then bolt 2 will be the last. This is the drain bolt. And for that bolt, we have 2 copper washers. One's gonna go right on top in there, and then the other one will be on the other side of the case, like so. Sorry, one-handed pain. But yeah, I need to go find a drain pan. I'm probably just gonna fill it back up with distilled water. We're in Florida, it doesn't freeze here, so be right back. All right, got our old Tupperware that I don't really care about, and I'm gonna start popping these off. Hopefully nothing leaks for these two, but if it does, we'll be quick about it. I should probably figure out what the torque is on these. Nothing leaking? Cool. Nothing leaking. Oh no, it's not going. Get it started by hand. Okay. Oh man, what a mess, dude. Fuck. Man, that was quick, huh? Stuff started pouring out. All right, I'm gonna go get a rag. It's dripping still too. All right. Oh no, look at that. Yeah, I'll probably just swap it with distilled water anyways, but still, dude, it's gross. But engine protection is all good. Just wipe this area off. It's really dirty back here. Back under here. That's where the oil drain bolt is, I think. It's one of them. Gotta replace those two with some safety wire ones. I don't feel like trying to, well, you can't drill that shit, so. Nice. Hopefully that doesn't leak anymore. That is it for the engine covers and protection. Pretty sweet. These things are pretty expensive. They're around $400 something, $460 I think for the whole set, but definitely worth it in the event of a crash. But yeah, I'm gonna throw the fairings back on the bike, and I won't bore you guys with that, but I think that's about it for you today. Welcome. Got new packaging. Super excited. This isn't how it came. I already opened it up. So, next couple of things. Tank sliders, definitely needed. Oh, I have no idea how well these are gonna hold up, you know, like in an actual crash. But we'll probably find out eventually, so it's better to have it. Wow, it's perfect. Probably install these first, pretty easy. Sticker. We got the Ladybird reservoir bracket mount thing. Gotta figure out how we're gonna work this, but you'll see why we got this in a minute. If it doesn't work, it was cheap, so whatever. This is the Robum Engineering V2 Triple Tree clamp. Oh, it's beautiful. Cerakoted. It's gorgeous. Definitely a huge shout out to Robum. If you have an RS660 or an R7, I think they also have a couple other bikes they make parts for. Definitely check them out because this is just beautiful. Super excited to put that on. All right, what else we got? And clip-ons. We have clip-ons. I might have fucked up on these. These are 0 degree offset. Got some stickers and hardware. These are 0 degree, so they're not raised up or anything like that. I don't think they're gonna. I don't think they're gonna work with the stock fairings, but we're gonna try. I haven't seen anybody else try it, but we do have. But we do have armor bodies on the list, so those will be coming soon, and then we can sell the OEM fairings. All right, well, for lack of a better option, we're gonna use some goof off. Just wipe this down a little bit. Make sure it's all good and clean for the 3M. When I ordered those, I thought it was gonna have to be RTV'd on, and you know, maybe it's not a bad idea to throw some RTV on that, but all right, that was actually kind of a pain. So I wanted to do the first one without the camera. It really wasn't that bad. Problem is that stuff is really sticky. So I didn't put any RTV on it, and that's not going anywhere. I don't even think it would come off in a crash, which is good. Definitely high quality. But yeah, it's just got these little 3M things, and oh my god, they're like melty glue. It's crazy. Forgotten how good 3M tape is, but anyways, that's on there. I will use the camera for the other side. Oh, hopefully that doesn't fall. So here's the little strips. Got our $20 Snap-on knife. You'd think it would cost more, but it didn't. So anyways, gotta do this. All right, here's how I'm doing this one. This corner exposed with a little tail hanging off so I can just grab it. And then in the back here on this one, so. Okay, just get it started. Come on. Oh, don't be like this. There we go. God, this shit is strong. Which I guess is a good thing, but kind of makes it a pain in the ass too. Now it doesn't fit perfect, but it's very close, so you're gonna have to squeeze the hell out of the tank. Pretty good. Sorry for the view. Check it out. Looks good. The stickers aren't even because on this side the racing's to the right and then on the sides it's to the left. Kind of bothers me. That's okay. I'm sure we'll survive. Okay. On to the next thing. Okay. Step 1. Bar ends. Step 2, I'm gonna loosen these and figure out some way to secure the reservoir so it's out of the way and not tipped over. This is an 8mm. Cool. All right, had to use the painter's tape. Zip tie was worthless, didn't work, but it's cool. So to loosen this, T25, and to loosen the throttle itself, it's a T20. We'll do that next, and then we can get this handlebar off. All right, loose. I don't know what that is, but it's a big Torx. And then we're just gonna grab onto this with a wrench of some sort, figure out what size that is in a minute. Okay, so this 17 fits perfectly, just like that. It's the biggest Torx bit I own. Cool. What is that? It's a T50. Nope. Breaker bar it is. Fuck. Oh, yeah. Well, this is gonna take forever. Yeah, some red Loctite in there. It's never supposed to come out. Beautiful. I guess it has to come out this way. All right, we'll just let that hang there. Stock bar off. That is crazy, dude. Get it out of the way. God, that fucker was tight. All right, next, this is a T25 as well. Just gotta find the hole. I think that's it. Oh, for fuck's sake. Yeah, we just need it loose. We don't need it straight coming off. Okay. All right. What am I doing? We have new grips. Cool. If you want to save these, don't do that, but it's going to be a pain in the ass to get them off. All right, now we can do the same thing on this side that we did on that side. I am sweating. All right, guys, well, I just hit a pretty big snag, so we're gonna continue this another day. I do not have a 26mm socket for this, so I'm gonna run to the store tomorrow and get it. But I'm just gonna loosen these two bolts and then just leave them like that. And then once we get the right socket, I can pop this off and get the new one on. So catch you then. Well, we're back. It was a fiasco. I had to go to Harbor Freight twice. So it's about the only thing I could find. Boom, there's our 26. Fits, good enough for me. Good enough for the government work. Had to be an impact socket. They didn't have like a normal 26, but I also got a couple more tools, more Torx bits, because I'm somehow missing my T15. It's just gone. And then I got some more deep wells that are metric, so I just don't know where to put those. I don't really have space for them anywhere, which is kind of an issue, but they might honestly fit here if I finagle some stuff, but we'll see. But for now, let's get back to work on the Aprilia. 26 breaker bar. It's time to crack this puppy loose. It's probably gonna turn. Yes, it is. Okay. Cool. There we go. Awesome. All right. So let me take this. And by the way, I did crack these loose first, but let's get this nut off of here. We're not replacing this because I think it looks cool. So you have the nut and you got the washer. Very important. Make sure I keep that in the same orientation just because I'm a butt hurt. Cool, so theoretically, this should now pop right up. Like my tape job? It's holding up decently well. Yeah, I'm probably gonna need it. Oh, no, it moved. That side moved. There we go. All right. Oh yeah, cool. All right, and then there's a little 8mm. It's a little 8mm for this clip right here we're gonna take off. Jesus. It's fucking tight. There we go. Fuck. Sweet. Got this bad boy off. I am going to list, yeah, we got new hardware on the new triple. I'm gonna list all this stuff for sale on Marketplace, see if, I don't know, anybody's crashed in Aprilia and they need new bars and stuff, so that'll be fun. Let's keep that where it's supposed to be, actually. Cool. Well, there we go. And yeah, it's gonna be real tight on the real tight with the clip-ons. I think we're gonna run into some clearance issues here and maybe this, so that'll be fun to figure out. But let's do the next. Ooh. Okay, that's tight. That's good. Let's figure out what to do next. All right, so I've just gotten all the bolts loosely on there. There's 4 of the big ones and then 2 of the little ones for each of the clip-ons. right, and then the next step is I'm gonna get this fully seated, and then we're gonna torque the stem nut, and then torque these. All right, well, SD card just ran out, but I lowered the quality of the GoPro, so hopefully that doesn't happen again. Just filled up 64 gigs, so don't want to do that again. Luckily I got an extra SD card, but anyways, as I was saying, we're gonna get this all the way down and seated. We're gonna tighten the steering stem nut first, and then we will torque these down. And I need to look up what those torque specs are, but we'll get there when we get there. Now I just want to make sure this is all the way seated. Let's at least get that snug. All right. Now for my next trick. Since we're gonna tighten it, let's get the wheel turned all the way there. Don't know if that's totally even. Stem, 100 Newton meters. Got our adapter and our new 26 mil impact socket. I'm starting to move the whole bike, so let's reset that. Yeah, that looks pretty good. I don't know if I totally like that. I feel like there's a gap over here than right here, you know? But this seems pretty even to this side as well. I'm going to go with this is good. It's fairly even. This is torqued, so this should have seated. I think this is just the face of this top piece, maybe. Not sure, but man, look how good this Robum Engineering piece looks. Isn't that fucking sexy? Woo! So yeah, I am now going to figure out the torque spec for the rest of the bolts, and we'll hop to it. All right, from what I'm reading, 17 foot-pounds for the top triple, this bolt right here. I'm gonna go ahead and torque those, and then we'll get started on the clip-ons and get those assembled. I'm thinking there might actually be a chance we have clearance, so super stoked if we do. That'll be awesome. All right, all I did was take the socket, I pushed these things all the way up, and I tried to tighten all four of these as evenly as possible. And it's looking like, I don't know, it's gonna be close, dude. It's gonna be close, but it's a little more than I kind of thought there would be. So not bad, not bad. But man, it looks good. All right, so this bar is on. Let's see, it's not tight this way, but I put the set screw in and I tightened that with the bar all the way pulled out. There's like a little groove. Let me show you. There's a groove right here. So just so I can make sure both sides are perfect, I'm getting the set screw in, tugging on the bar till it stops, and then I tighten the set screw. I haven't torqued it or anything. I'm probably just gonna snug it with a little bit of blue Loctite. So yeah, I'm gonna slide this bar through the controls and then do the same thing right here. And then once I have, I'm gonna snug these up, not like in their final spot, but just so that they can stay there. Actually, you know, I'll probably just go ahead and measure it and get them tight. Wasn't too worried about any spacing here because this is throttle by wire, so no cables really to worry about or nothing, which does make this a little bit easier. I just need to get my spacing right and we'll be good to go, and then we'll get this part right. This part right, yeah. We'll figure that out and we'll see if I can actually steer this thing. We'll see, I really hope so. But everything I've said online says that with 0-degree offset clip-ons, it's not gonna work with stock body work. So I'm kind of expecting to have to get some fairings here soon, but I'm hoping that these do work because I would like to take this bike to Jennings next month. So we'll see. And also, I'm totally winging this, so if I'm like absolutely fucking this up, you guys can definitely tell me in the comments how much of an idiot I am. It's totally cool. Let's get this threaded through here. I loosened that screw as much as I could. Still want to be gentle. I don't want to break anything, right? Cool, cool. So far, so good. Oh yeah, there we go. All right. Let's feed this through. Get this in there. All right. These little set screws. This is a size 3 Allen. Probably can't see that, but I'm just gonna literally put like barely any Loctite on this. That's enough. Then I'm gonna thread it in like so. Find the sweet spot right here, pull it all the way out, and then tighten, just like that. Cool, not gonna go too tight on this, just very snug. Definitely don't want it coming out, you know, on the track. I'm gonna do this side as well. By the way, these the cables for the controls, these little Aprilia rubber things that wrap around them and kind of keep them out of the way, I guess. So I'm gonna put these back on because I took them off. One of them actually popped off, but oh yeah, there's like no clearance. Oh my God. All right guys, well, the 0-degree offset clip-ons are 100% not going to work with all this plastic shit we got sitting over here. So, which that's fine, you know, I knew that going into it. I figured it wasn't gonna work, right? So track fairings are going to be a must. It's unfortunate, but it's okay. Can sell these. I was going to try to make the stock body work for this, but I'd pretty much have to cut all this stuff out. And I would like to probably not do that. This isn't even seated in here correctly. I must have fucked that up when I took the fairing off. Whatever. Anyways, I was going to try to get the stock body work to work, but clearly not going to be a thing, but that's okay.